Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new here, welcome back. The goal of my channel is to help nurses pivot from the bedside to remote work. And a little bit of background about me. I have worked remotely for over 9 years in utilization review for 3 different major insurance companies. And the goal of my channel is to help nurses pivot from the bedside to remote work. This first company is Health First. The job is Appeals and Grievances Clinical Specialist, RN, LPN, or Dental Hygienist. Now, I always go straight to the qualifications. So, first, you must have at least an RN, LPN, or dental hygienist license. Preferred qualifications include a bachelor's degree, experience in clinical practice with experience in appeals and grievances, claims processing, utilization review, or utilization management, or case management. Demonstrated understanding of utilization review guidelines, NYS ART 44 and 49 PHL, Interqual, Milliman, or Medicare local coverage guidelines. I'm going to pause right here regarding the Interqual and Milliman. If you go to the description box below, you'll see a link that says resume tips, and you will come here. If you scroll down towards the bottom of this page, you will see where you can go to get Interqual or MCG certification. This is not required, and I'm not being paid to promote Interqual or MCG certification. That's just an option for you if you want to have certifications to make your resume more marketable. The other preferred qualifications include ability to work independently on several computer applications such as Microsoft Word and Excel, as well as corporate email and virtual filing system. They use Maxess, experience with care management systems such as CCMS, TrueCare, and Highland, demonstrated ability to manage large caseloads and effectively work in a fast-paced environment. Next company is Illumifin. They are hiring a telephonic interviewer, LPN. You must have a valid and current LPN license, education, of course, a high school diploma, proficient in basic computer software, and the ability to troubleshoot basic computer issues, including Microsoft Office Suite, must type at least 40 words per minute, basic functional math skills, performs work accurately and efficiently under deadline pressures, heavy telephone contact with both customers and internal company staff, and heavy keyboard and computer use. I want to mention the description box below, the one that says resume tips. If you go there and scroll towards the first part, this is resume tips. I do want to mention that make sure you add platforms to your resume. That includes Microsoft Office, of course, if you know Epic, Cerner, Protouch, etc. Also, write your resume with this in mind, what you did, why it's important, and how it relates to the job that you want. Here's an example. Also, make sure your resume is only one column. Make sure your current job is in present tense and your previous jobs are in past tense, and make sure for all of your jobs you add platforms used. Next job with Illumifin is a care manager. This job is for RNs or social workers. You must have 3 years work experience with older adult population, intermediate level experience with Microsoft Office products, requires ability to uphold principles of compliance as outlined in the Code of Conduct, Employee Handbook, and related policies and procedures, supports and participates in a mandatory corporate compliance program, training initiative on an annual or more frequent basis as required, and preferred qualifications include care planning experience preferred, experience with insurance contract interpretation preferred, and excellent verbal and written communication skills. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee is hiring an appeals and grievance nurse analyst. The job is full-time. It was posted today. You have until June 4th to apply. Next company is Imagine Pediatrics. They are hiring a bilingual pediatric RN. This is very rare for a remote job. Now, this job will be working 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts, Monday through Wednesday or Wednesday through Friday. You'll work from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time, and nurses must be physically working in the United States. You must be an RN in at least one state with eligibility to register for other state licensures. BSN in nursing, pediatric experience is required in outpatient, home health, complex care, pediatric ICU, emergency medicine, etc. At least 1 year care coordination or case management experience preferred. Bilingual Spanish required. Familiarity with Medicaid regulations and services is a plus. Value-based care, VBC, experience is a plus, and virtual care experience is a plus. And the pay for this job is 40 to 47 per hour. Evergreen Nephrology is hiring a remote LPN. This is for Mountain Time. This job is fully remote, and you must be able to work from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Time Zone. You must have an active LPN or LVN license with at least 1 to 2 years experience in ambulatory care, population health, care coordination, case management, strong clinical assessment, communication, documentation skills, comfortable working with two systems, that's EHR, electronic health record, plus CCM, chronic care management platform simultaneously, ability to manage a structured, metric-driven workflow with reliability, intermediate skills with Microsoft Office suite of products, including Outlook and Teams, ability to work effectively in a primarily remote environment. Home internet must support at least 25 megabits per second, download speed, and an upload speed must be at least 10 megabits per second. They require you to have cable, fiber, or DSL connections. Hardwired to the internet device are recommended. Evergreen will provide remote employees with telephone applications and equipment to meet the business requirements of their role. And employees must work from a dedicated space lacking ongoing interruptions to protect the member PHI or HIPAA information. Proforma is hiring a medical information specialist nurse. This job is full time, and this is not just for nurses in the US, this is for nurses in Canada as well. The requirements include a nursing degree, RN, BS, BA, or MS in Canada or the US, excellent verbal and written communication skills, including proofreading, professional telephone etiquette, and empathetic customer service skills, ability to write in a fluent and grammatically correct manner in the target language for the role, English language proficiency, working knowledge of medical terminology, pathophysiology, pharmacology, regulations, and industry standards, strong cognitive abilities, including verbal reasoning, critical thinking, and analytical ability, ability to multitask with attention to detail with restrictive time frames, including sound planning, prioritizing, and organizational skills, proactive or demonstrative ability to independently identify problems and suggest effective solutions. I'm going to skip some of these bullet points, and I do want to mention that make sure your resume has your platforms that you use. You can use the word platforms or software. Make sure you include Microsoft Office as well as Epic, Cerner, Meditech, etc. You do want to make your resume more tech savvy. Alignment Health is hiring a remote manager case management SNP. This is for nurses who have a California RN license, and this job is full-time remote, and you have until June 9th to apply. Requirements: California RN license required, fully remote, California preferred, outside Bay Area preferred. This is full-time, weekdays. Requirements include active unrestricted California RN license, associate's or bachelor's degree in nursing, at least 5 years clinical case management experience, at least 1 year experience supporting SNP programs with a health plan environment, willingness to obtain RN licensure in additional company markets if needed, and strong understanding of CMS SNP model of care, Medicare Advantage regulations, and care coordination and population health strategies. Here are the additional preferred qualifications. And the pay for this job is $113,000 to $169,000 per year. HealthMap is hiring an RN care navigator. This job is for Pacific time zone. Requirements include active unrestricted RN license, bachelor's degree required, 6+ years of RN experience, including 3+ years in case management may be considered in lieu of a degree, CCM preferred, 3 years of experience in case management preferred, experience in dialysis center or transplant center preferred, and experience with Medicare or Medicaid is preferred. Option Care Health is hiring an RN nursing call center. Basic education and our experience include a RN license in a compact state, at least 1 year nursing experience, just 1 year nursing experience is required. Current CPR certification required. I am not sure why some companies require you to have the CPR certification if you are working remotely. Now, there's also a travel requirement. I want to add that ability to travel to local CMC periodically for ongoing training and competency assessment. If you are fortunate enough to get an interview, I would ask about the location of the CMC. Here, Oregon is hiring a RN in utilization management. This job is full-time and they're hiring in 9 different states. Pay for this job is $102,000 to $125,000 per year. Also, bonus target, SIP target 5% annually. Qualifications include a current unrestricted RN license, Oregon RN license, at least 2 years RN experience, or 1 year RN experience and 3 years experience in a healthcare setting role, such as billing, coding, or medical assistant. Preferred include more than 1 year of RN experience, healthcare utilization management experience in the functional focus area, appeals and grievance, benefits review or benefit management, and experience with Medicaid and our Medicare utilization management. Here are additional knowledge, skills, and abilities required. That includes Medicaid, health plan, and Medicare benefits, knowledge of applicable DMAP rules and regulations, knowledge of ICD-10, CPT, and HCPCS codes, HCPCS for short, familiarity with the principles of utilization management, familiarity with healthcare documentation systems. Here, quick sidebar, if you go to the description box below, you'll see a link to Office Essentials. It'll look something like this. Just a FYI, all of these navigation links will take you somewhere different. I have a Udemy course, of course, the Office Essentials where we are now. FAQs, this is a total of maybe 25 questions about working remotely from home. These are questions and answers, resume tips, and interview questions. I do want to mention that these links will take you to an Amazon page. These are affiliated links. I do get a small commission, but it's no additional charge to you. I have every single item here except for 2. I do highly recommend the memory foam seat cushion. This works no matter what type of chair you have. So I do suggest that you get a cushion instead of getting a very expensive chair because you'll be spending most of your day sitting. I also recommend that you get a mat for your floor or carpeting, just to protect your floor or carpeting from whatever chair you're sitting in. I also happen to love my matching keyboard and mouse set. It lights up. And this is also another item that I have that is great for evacuating. Portable monitors. Basically, you'll actually buy these 2 monitors here and it will actually attach to the laptop. And this is a necessary item to have because most likely if you're working from remotely from home, you will have at least 2 monitors. Most people have 2 monitors additional to their laptop. And if this is too pricey for you at the moment, you can get a USB-C to HDMI cable. This part right here is the USB-C that goes to your laptop. And this part right here is the HDMI part that will hook up to your TV and it turns any TV into a monitor.